Hi team, this is part of your RAAM crew, the San Diego contingent. This is Bruce. I'm along with Gerald, Shane, and Larry, and we have spent today taking major steps in getting ready for Team RAAM. We spent the day at Walmart buying literally hundreds of objects, hundreds of items that fall under the necessities for RAAM, and we're working on modifying the electrical systems of the vehicles. These are our support vehicles. There's the external speaker system, and we're working on rewiring them to accommodate all the electrical additions we're doing, including front spotlights. Here's Larry, say hi. This is a video I'm making for the team. Gerald, Shane, and if you look around, we have bags and bags and things of all the things we bought today, which will be
Team Fat Chance. We know whales are fat.
Used to make RAAM most effective, most comfortable, and most successful. And have a full day of work tomorrow, and then we start meeting everybody up in San Francisco. Thinking of you guys, making the best RAAM experience possible for you. This is RAAM Assembly Day Part 2 in San Diego. This is Gerald putting together this never-ending electronics adjustment to the vehicle. If Enterprise knew what we were doing, what would they do? Shoot us? Sue us?
Sue you. My name's not on it.
With all the supplemental lighting, probably a couple hundred feet of wires and cables going all through the vehicle, and we're going to be looking good. Talk about looking good. Here's Larry, who's been assembling and taking the vehicles over to get hitches put on for our bike racks. If Enterprise knew we did that, what would they do? About the same as Jarrell thought with the electronics.
Right.
But that's okay. And here we have Sean, the sculptor, Shane, the sculptor artiste, who has put together our racks in our other vehicle through some very masterful thinking, because everybody in the world is out of the five shelf racks at Walmart.
Hey, we did one better. We got 6 shelves.
6 shelves and Velcro, and this is Electronics Central. So many electronics items are going to be run out of that. And this here is Action Central. We have so much gear that's actually inside of the vans, and this is just batteries to hopefully get us mostly across. Hey! And probably finish work today in probably an hour, and then we have all tomorrow to keep going. So day 2, San Diego. Working hard, working right, working towards RAAM. Thank you, everybody.
Go Fat Chance.
Say goodbye, Gerald.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye, Shane. Our RAAM effort depends on what we're doing right now. These are our route books.
Magic markers.
Every turn is marked. Pink for right, blue for left.
Oh,
We don't
I thought
succeed.
it was-
Wise guy. This makes it easy for us to follow the route from the official route book, and very colorful, but very necessary. Thursday afternoon, less than 48 hours until the start of RAAM. This is the calm after the storm, before the storm. An amazing flurry of activity and teamwork went on today to get the vehicles all signage up and all prepared as best as we can to be ready for RAAM in 2 days. An amazing amount of work to get everything in place, the external speakers, adding all the cautionary things, all the signage required by RAAM on every vehicle we have, including our RV. And then we have our crew. This is 3 of the 13 who have been working so hard all day. It's just been kind of a beehive of activity. People just pitching in any way they can. And we will take a walk into the RV to see what has been assembled by Shane, Terry, Sean, to nourish and flourish everybody as we go across the country. as we walk into our RV, this will be the riders' quarters back there where they sleep and store a lot of their gear. And our shelves are just stacked. It's ever fine-tuned with rider food, crew food, probably 1,000,000 calories to get us across the country healthy. And this is our kitchen. So everything's going well. Everybody is really working hard. The stress of this is amazing. And everybody's holding up pretty good.
Easy denominator.
And so the only thing left to do today, we're about half an hour away from piling into our support vehicles and actually doing a test ride on in a local parkway
Quads.
to
That man works out.
practice our exchanges. This is Tim, who led the riders on the first 24 miles this morning. This is Andy, who joined us today. Team RAM.
Tim's on fire here.
Looking forward to it with Team Fat Chance. Why don't you guys all get together and take a picture?
Yeah.
Are you bringing your ride along, Tim, so you can...
I'm gonna suck in my
Ride
guts so
with
I can look better next time.
No, I wasn't planning on it. Where are you leaving that when we take off?
My fireman that raced with me last year, he's going to come down tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm going to send it home with him.
All right, cross one off the bucket list for this Irishman, Kevin Finn. Crossed one pond, now he gets to touch the other one. Here he goes. This was one of his dreams for this trip. Toe in the Pacific. Yay! Majestic Pacific. In a mere 20 hours. RAM starts literally from this location right where those palm trees are. 3,070 miles till the Chesapeake Bay in Annapolis, Maryland. So, looking forward to it. Couldn't be a nicer day. And I'll turn this my way and say, hello RAM, good luck Team Fat Chance. See you in Annapolis and many places along the way. Paulie at the wheel, we're up in about 3 minutes. They stage the teams, go one every minute, and we're up very soon. We're next. We're next. Here we go. RAM has started. We are rolling. Here's some of our team on the side there. Here we go. We're off. Hey, Rick Mullins. This is Sherman and Bacho. Middle of nowhere. 23 miles into RAM. This is our rack. This is our vehicle, our Dodge Grand Caravan. These are the new kinds of lights. Those are external speakers. And if you see the internal wiring in the vehicle that it took to meet 2018 electronic standards, there's probably 5 miles of wiring that went into it, and inverters and converters and circuit breakers. Very high tech. The only thing missing is you. Let's go, Sammy! Here we go! Here we go! Looking great! Good job, Sammy! Nice job! And go! This is what you call beautiful RAM torture. Meredith is on the Yarnell grade. It's 7 miles long, and it's a steep grade all the way just like this.
Okay.
But as she's riding, she gets to look to her side and see the gorgeous Congress Valley on a Sunday morning.
2 sandwiches, 1.
Hello from the Race America course. We're about 520 miles into RAM. Patrick Sweeney from Team Fat Chance. How is RAM treating you?
RAM is fantastic so far. We had beautiful wind and weather going through the Mojave Desert yesterday, and it was spectacular part of America to see. Today we're paying for it a little bit. Uphill climb with probably a 25-mile-an-hour headwind, and it's a little more challenging, but pretty happy to be getting into the pain cave and working hard for our team.
RAM in theory and literature is one thing. What is RAM in reality?
A lot of suffering.
Well, keep suffering, baby. You're doing great.
All right, we live?
Live.
All right, so second day of RAM, and nobody's killed each other. We haven't left any crew on the side of the road. Put over 500 miles on the first day. Riders are doing great. It's looking good.
And if you can see where we are, this is some element of paradise up in the middle of Arizona.
Yep, just another great day in the hood.
morning, Ram. It is Tuesday morning, the 18th. We are in Utah. This is what deep night and Ram looks like. Vehicle flashing, bike waiting, crew watching, cool out. Tailwind is really in our favor. And if you look up in the air, in the Utah sky, it won't come out in the video, you can see millions of stars. This is our life in the dark, and the team is doing great. The way where we're at right now, it's basically downhill with the tailwind. Average speeds are probably in the 30s. Great way to do RAM, right, Michael?
Absolutely wonderful. Really is going.
5:57 a.m. on Tuesday, the 18th of June. Meredith, the Rocky Mountains look very good on you. Where are we?
We're in Colorado.
Making great progress, getting close to 1,000 miles. How's RAM treating you?
So far, so good. Feeling a little iffy, but everything's good, all things considered.
Well, amazing performances by everybody, and this is our backdrop right now. Just in the early part of the morning. And on we go.
On we go.
Hello and goodbye to Meredith. So Meredith chose to do this miles-long, wickedly fast downhill. Not sure if you can get a sense for the speed, but this is going on for miles, probably averaging 40-some miles an hour. There she goes. Good job, Meredith. Oops. Almost knocked over the cameraman. Well done. Okay, Meredith, we got you. Team Fat Chance is ascending Wolf Creek Pass 1 mile at a time. Each rider, Patrick and Ray, has done 2 pulls. Patrick is coming on his 3rd. We are just trading off after each mile. It's a beautiful thing. Here comes an exchange. Here it comes. 5 miles done. 5 miles done. Okay, turnabout is fair play. Here comes Ray finishing his 3rd. Patrick's ready. Ready, ready, ready. Off they go, off they go. Exchange is done. Patrick and Ray have conquered the Continental Divide on Wolf Creek Pass. Enjoy the ride down, Patrick. Here we are on day 4 of RAM. We are in Kansas. It's 10:30 in the morning. Shane and Meredith. Morning.
I'm doing great. I have coffee.
And Ryder, Meredith, how you doing?
Hello, hello.
If you
Almost
wonder,
done here.
if you wonder what we're standing amid, this is Kansas.
Getting some carbohydrates.
Waiting for Sami to show up, and it's been going on like this day after day. Team Fat Chance is really doing well in the standings. And how you feeling, Meredith?
Feeling pretty good.
Okay, on we go. Heading to Annapolis. All right, here we go. Sammy is flying. Are you ready to sing us little amber waves of rain, Patrick, or should we just assume because
Heat wave.
beautiful Kansas colors late on a Tuesday afternoon? That's the sound of RAM deep in the countryside of Kansas. Just listen. Glad to share RAM with you in this very unique way, everybody. Here we are, about 1,900 miles into the race. Here's our next exchange. Sami to Meredith. There we go. There you go. Here we are in the middle of Missouri on Wednesday of RAM week, approaching 90 degrees. Corn is really doing its thing. show me state, and I think everyone's really showing us that they are really doing well in RAAM.
All right, 9 more laps, go, go, go.
Have a nice ride, Meredith.
Rain, sleet, or snow, it's not going to stop RAAM.
Lovely rainy day, Thursday afternoon in Middletown, Ohio. This is what RAAM happens. Down tree, rider stop, calling headquarters. This is RAAM in a rainstorm at 5:13 in the afternoon on Thursday. No need for words here, really. Just listen to what it sounds like inside as Patrick rides down the road. And you can only imagine what it feels like riding. Good news is the guys really aren't complaining about the weather. They're actually treating it as one of the more unique riding afternoons of their life, so they're pumping out some good times. Carry on to Annapolis. 5:20 in the morning. This should be our last full day of RAAM. It is raining. We are in West Virginia. There we go. There we go. About 200 miles from the finish.
25 miles left, so don't go that much.
But you started, so I should.
1:15 p.m. in the afternoon on June 22nd, the second day of summer in Frostburg, Maryland. Emphasis on the frost. It is freezing cold out here. We are shrouded in fog at about 3,000 feet altitude. And Patrick's next up and going to head down 2,500 vertical feet over the course of 16 miles on that road. Good luck, Patrick.
Yeehaw. Nice weather and fun and no timing. What the fuck? I was gonna thank you for the cassette, but fuck me. I know. Safe. Yeah.
Be safe, Patrick. Off into the fog. Be safe.
Go, 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 baby.
Patrick on the beginning of the famous Sidling Hill. Let's see what he has to say for himself. Patrick, you're on my favorite hill in RAAM. Do it some justice, buddy.
Taking it on.
We'll get your sunglasses. That'll give you turbo power. More to come. Dance on those pedals. There you go. Yeah, keep this distance.
All downhill from here.
This is what they've been waiting for.
All right, fat chance. Way. Ali. Ali.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
And the support. Beautiful look of Team Fat Chance. They have officially finished the race, crossing the finish line. The last thing to do is the parade to the Shell station and to the dock. And then their time will be official. Congratulations. Finish line has been crossed. F1 is in primary support behind the riders. Jeffrey, Gary, as we make the final parade to the harbor and the dock. 3 vehicles in the parade at 2:39 in the morning on Saturday. We will get our official time once the corrections are made, probably within the next 24 hours. Quite a successful RAAM. I can honestly say the 4 riders in front of me, I worked with them for 7.5 months, and I actually just met them in person, the last one of them, 8 days ago. Since then, we have crossed the country, finished 4th place in Team RAAM, and had an extraordinary experience, all from the articulated goals before the race by Sammy. We will have fun, we will be safe, and we will hopefully have a very fast time. All missions accomplished. Well done, everybody. What the inside of a van looks like after 6.5 days of shush, after 24 hours of use by both crew and riders. It is well used. Stuff everywhere. I have no idea what some of this stuff is. We have clotheslines, and the only thing we can offer you is smell-o-vision, because that would be the 4th attack on the senses. So tomorrow the cleanup starts, and served its purpose. Thank you, Dodge Caravan.
6 days, 9 hours, 33 minutes, 19.99 miles.
That's wrong.
Videoing, if you'd like to talk.
What RAAM looks like 10 hours after finishing.
Okay. It'd be nice to have everybody wave.
And wife team who have two no, I won't tell you about my husband because my wife will get upset. They have 2 daughters under 3 years old, and my other teammate has 3 kids under 4 years old. So they made a big sacrifice, but they decided to get home as quick as they can to San Francisco to their family. So I'm here alone, apparently with quite a bit of hardware to get out. And I want to say, well, would you like the highlights first? Absolutely. Now that I have the microphone, it's forget it's all over. These guys, the Team 408, these guys right here, were great. We just found out at 2:30 last night when we finished that they beat us by 21 minutes, and it was Kevin from Kerry who helped them out with their camper van and getting the tires sorted. And I said, for the love of God, they beat us by 21 minutes. What are you doing helping them out with the tire? I said, couldn't you just stand around a little bit and say, I can't get them on the phone? But he didn't. So hats off to them. So I've got 2 stories that I want to tell about RAAM, and the first is why I'm doing this and why I think a lot of us do this and get out of our comfort zone. 15 years ago, I was diagnosed with a very rare form of leukemia. Doctors couldn't figure out what it was. I was in the local hospital, and they said, look, we've got no idea what's going on, but you have no white blood cells. So we're going to send you to Johns Hopkins, best hospital in the world. We had a 1-year-old daughter at the time. My wife was 6 months pregnant. And the doctor comes in and he sits down and he said, look, we don't know what you have, and I just want to ask, are your affairs in order? And I'm no Doogie Howser, but I'm pretty sure that's doctor speak for you're screwed. And my wife turns 3 shades of white, and before this I was really afraid of everything. I couldn't, I wouldn't fly. I had a ton of fears about rejection, about abandonment, everything else. And at that point I thought I was going to die, and I had an operation and kind of went into kind of blacking out. And I said, this is what dying's like, and it's crazy. I've lived my whole life afraid of everything, and I'm going to die anyway, so why be afraid? And after that, I got this courage that I had never had before, and I started to live life. And one of the things the doctors did was they put me in touch with other people who had this very rare leukemia. And probably half the people on these message boards were saying, oh, I'm a leukemia survivor. I've got to go every week and get my blood tested. I can't do anything that's going to endanger me. And they were living by the disease, and they were being. It's tough to describe, but they were letting the disease live their life. And so what I decided is I was going to write the script of my life, and I was going to get out of my comfort zone as often as possible. So I've done a lot of adventures. And I got invited to RAAM by Sami, our team captain, and it was just one of the greatest experiences of my life. And the reason I was doing it is to show cancer survivors, leukemia survivors, diabetes survivors, that once you beat that disease, get out and enjoy your second chance. You don't have a lot of chances in life. Get out and live life. And so that's the reason I'm doing it. And the second thing that I want to point out, so a lot of people say that this is like everyone talks about the crew, and the best analogy I have is it's like an arranged marriage. We get put together all of a sudden, virtually. Our crew chief, Bruce, kind of arranged people he had never met before. And you're hearing stories along the way, and you've got like these new in-laws that you decide whether or not you're going to confide in. And Kevin, back to Kevin, God love him, because I'm Irish, and we had 3 guys who flew all the way over from Ireland just to crew for us. And Kevin, like me, can't stand the heat. So when it was 95 degrees in the middle of Missouri or wherever we were, 100% humidity, Kevin came running out with a giant bag of ice to Sami, and he's like, you gotta cool down, man, you've gotta cool down. And Sami said, no, it's okay, I don't need any ice, but thank you. And so the van went up, whatever his 10-mile pull was, and Kevin comes running out of the follow van with a giant bag of ice. He's, you've got to cool down. And he's like, no, man, you don't understand it. I've got plenty of ice. And so the third leg comes around, and it's sweating, and Kevin comes running out, and he brings the bag of ice again to Sami. So Sami makes the exchange, and he said, what is it with you Irish and ice? He said Kevin kept trying to give it, and that's it. Everyone on our crew just gave everything that they had to get us here, and I've seen that with every other crew, whether it's fixing an RV, whether it's getting us further down the road, or trying to find directions and that sort of thing. And I think that's definitely one of the magics of RAAM. So thank you all very much, and thank you for having us here.
Like that first? Kevin, you want to bring that bag of ice up? Yeah.
That chance, thank you very much. Team New Forest. The winners of the under 54 person relay Team U4, 6 days, 3 hours, 56 minutes, 20.75.
Patrick, congratulations. Do it. Pump it, pump it, pump it. One more, one more, one more. Yeah. We're not going stir crazy sitting in a van for 72 hours driving across the country. Rock on, boys. Well, this is officially as high as you can get above the city, the bridge, the noise. What a beautiful view. In the past, I have run up to here, across the bridge, along the path, to the tippy top here. Today we took a shorter route. We drove most of the way. No less exciting and thrilling, and always great to be back by the city by the bay, San Francisco. Nice way as we're coming to the end of our RAAM experience to just take a breath, enjoy the beauty of America, and say thank you for a wonderful RAAM experience this year.